Hey book lovers! So today I want to talk to you about a book called The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. It's a debut novel for Paula Hawkins and it just came out this year, so that's kind of cool to be reading a book that has just come out. It's already topping the bestseller list and it's very reminiscent of Gone Girl for those who have read that book. I enjoyed Gone Girl immensely. The movie was also awesome. So this, if you really enjoyed something like that, or if you like crime psychological thrillers, this book is for you. I read it in 3 days. Particularly last night, I went from like 44% to like 100%. I stayed up till like 1 o'clock reading it because I just wanted to know what was happening. It's one of those books that you just can't put down once you find out what it's gonna be about. What I really loved in this book was Paula Hawkins' way of developing the characters. You think that there's something at first and they're very one-dimensional, and she branches out so quickly throughout the book and it makes them very, very complex, interesting characters. I would say that there's 3 main characters and they're all women, which is kind of cool. You don't see a lot of that these days in adult novels, so that was kind of neat. And they all have varying problems. The ones that start out like super normal turn out to be kind of crazy, and the ones that start out kind of crazy turn out to be somewhat normal, which is an interesting dynamic. I think this novel is also a reflection on how we think about strangers, and when we see other people and how we make judgments on them that aren't particularly true. You can see that in the way that the reader reads the characters and thinks like, she's insane, she's a drunk. And at the end of the novel you're like, she has been through a lot, holy shit, I now understand everything about her character in the beginning and why she was that way, which you don't really get to see a lot. So I thought that was really cool. I think Paula Hawkins is going to end up being an incredible writer and I can't wait to read what she comes out with next. It was insanely good from a debut author, and I never would have guessed it was her first book. Literally can't stop reading. Like, after the first few chapters, as soon as it switches from one girl's point of view to the other, you're like, holy shit, something's gonna happen here and it's gonna be insane. It doesn't help that our main character, Rachel, is a drunk, and so it's hard for us to take her seriously as a narrator, and also take what she's saying as fact as well, because a lot of the stuff she does or thinks she does, she doesn't remember properly or can't remember at all. So there's a lot of that intensity there. And I really loved it. And it was very reminiscent of Gone Girl. If anyone's read Gillian Flynn's book, Gone Girl, very, very reminiscent of that. I would give the book a 5 out of 5 and I would recommend it to everyone, teenagers and up, just because, you know, it's a crime thing. Anyway, it was super awesome. I really enjoyed it and I really want to share it with you guys. I don't want to tell you too much about it because I think that's half the fun in reading it, and besides, you figure out a lot in the first like 3 chapters, so if you can't bother to read the first 3 chapters, then, you know, figure it out yourself. It's super crazy though and definitely mind-blowing, and I kind of figured it out before our author told us what had happened, but not too far in. I definitely had different suspects throughout, and I definitely had preconceived notions about some of the characters, like she definitely did it or he did it or whatever, but I figured out the truth a little bit before it was revealed to us, which was cool because I was really excited. I was like, I think I figured it out, and then like I had to read 5 more chapters and I was like, yes, nailed it. So I was very excited about it. It was super good. So it's just one of those books that I haven't read in a while where I'm like, yeah, I'm really into this. And it's cool that it's an adult novel too, because I'm mostly a big YA fan, so that was fun to read something a little different. Yeah. Okay, I recommend The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins 100% to everyone who likes to read, and especially if you liked Gone Girl or you are interested in looking at some more women authors, I recommend this book. Okay, bye.